You want top performance out of your sales, your life, and your motivation? Well, what you need is a daily scorecard. For a minute, think about a professional athlete going to the Olympic Games. They're not just tracking their performance on the track if they're in track and field. They are tracking all the key areas of their life that are going to impact how they perform so they have a chance at getting on that podium. Their food, their sleep, their diet, their workouts, their performance on their field, everything is tracked. And it gets overwhelming. Well, how do I score this? Because here's the deal. In roofing sales, we often get too focused on what my sales number is, what my appointment close rate is. And yes, those are all very significant and we should track them. But the funniest thing is when we start to optimize ourselves in our lives through scoring ourselves, we see the key areas in which we need to perform better or can perform better. And when we do this, we can literally craft the perfect existence, the optimum life experience, the optimum sales. And it is an incredible thing to do. And it's a journey I have recently started. And this video was inspired by two things. One I'll share in a minute, but I posted up an Instagram story yesterday. And I said, hey, listen, I listened to this podcast with Rob Dyrdek. It was on the Jordan Harbinger show. I'll link to that here in a minute. And in there he says, man, I optimize my life. And I listened to that multiple times, all right, over and over. And just this last weekend, listened to it again, and I started doing it. And just in a few days, my life has changed. The joy I've experienced, the balance, being able to disconnect from work, sleeping better, having higher energy, and performing at my peak with crystal clarity. And when we do that, amazing things happen. So I put up this Instagram story. I said, hey, is anyone interested? And my inbox filled up on both Facebook and Instagram, by the way. Stories go to both places. Gotta love the internet. It inspired me to do this video, to get this in your hands so you can join me on this challenge and start using your daily scorecard to optimize your life. Now, why do we want to do that? Because when we track everything, we can optimize your performance in every aspect of life, not just sales, not just roofing, all right? We can optimize your personal development to literally fast track your success, developing who you are and who you can be, to optimize your life. And you're gonna see this is gonna help restore balance and clarity into your life. And most importantly, to optimize your discipline and motivation. These are two key areas that are often leaks in roofing sales because we need them and it's hard to tap into them because we don't have someone breathing over our shoulder, clocking us in, clocking us out, looking at reports. No, it is up to us. And as a unit, as a community, which is why I absolutely love you guys and gals being here, is that's what we have together. That's why I wanted to bring this challenge to life with you, with the support of others, so you can post your success and your experiences, get troops rallying behind you and feel part of a movement and community who's doing the work alongside you. Now, why? Because roofing sales is truly personal development in disguise. I repeat, roofing sales is personal development in disguise. Who you are today is not the same person that you will be in 6 months or a year. Owner, sales rep, brand new season, it doesn't matter. When we grow in roofing sales, we become a deeper, better version of ourselves. And I know all of us, myself included, I'm reading 4 books, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm doing courses online, I'm always learning and educating and analyzing. But really the growth comes when we do the doing and we focus on ourselves and this personal development growth. Amazing things happen. In this, by the way, when you see all the results people are posting on their own in the Facebook groups that you see on my website, those are all unsolicited. These are people who do the work. In this video is about doing the work, tracking and optimizing, because roofing sales, the success formula that I teach, and maybe you've seen the 3-part series I did, is 3 elements. I don't care where you get these 3. Yes, do I provide them? I do, for all of them. But if you're on your own, if you don't have the budget, if you're using other programs, here's the deal. These 3 things are essential and the 3 building blocks of success. It is the roofing sales success formula. These 3 ingredients: be, do, say. Getting the right people doing the right sales activities each and every day, and saying the right thing when they pitch, present, and close. And I've worked with all types of companies who might have the right people on board who can close really well, but they don't have consistency, drive, discipline, or motivation to do the sales activities, or they're not knocking doors. I've worked with companies that just have a hard time bringing on the right people or building that culture. But when they do, they're doing the right things and saying the right things. Other people struggle in all three areas. And funny enough, I have watched this. I've had the right people doing the right thing each day, and then they reach out and they say, Adam, I've been on 75 roofs and I can't close a deal to save my life. So that's the say. So wherever there's a leak, think of this like a three-legged stool. If any leg isn't as strong, that stool is going to collapse. So what I focus on and I provide in my programs, a lot is focused on the do and the say. For the B, by the way, owners, that's the program, How to Build Your Dream Team, to spot the right talent when it comes in. But for sales reps, the do and the say is where I really am spending my time. But I've realized this gap, and that's what I want to fill, and that's the personal development side, and doing videos like this and challenges to help us do the things that we can't really teach on accountability, discipline, and growth. And I'm so glad to have you here because the B is truthfully personal development. So if you're an individual sales rep, or if you're an owner or manager, the same thing applies to you. We must develop personally. And when we do that, when we focus on personal development, the rest falls into place so you can sell even more, earn even more, and serve even more. Sell, earn, and serve. The three key things that we're trying to do through our career. But the funniest part about roofing sales is there's really no differentiation between our career and our real life, because who we are influences our career. It's not like you're some data analyst that just pipes away at a computer and leaves work and it's there. Who we are, we bring ourselves to work, and we must invest in our own personal development to grow, sell even more, earn even more, and serve even more. So we can do what? We can be even more in every single aspect of our lives, because that, my friend, is what it is all about. So, are you ready to join me in this daily challenge? If you are, I cannot wait. Now, here is the podcast episode that inspired this. There will be a link at the end of the video and in the far snapshot, and I'm also going to give you access to these slides and the daily scorecard through this link. So check this out. Jordan Harbinger Show. Great podcast, by the way. Recommend a follow. Rob Dyrdek was on there. This podcast was just awesome. Listened, re-listened again, took notes, and here we are today. So if you're ready to join the daily challenge, you can join for free right now at www.theroofstrategist.com/challenge. So go there right now, www.theroofstrategist.com/challenge. You're going to get access to everything on the screen behind me, all the slides, the instructions, and the daily scorecard that I will be showing you in just a minute. And hey, if we haven't met yet and you're new here, my name is Adam Bensman, the Roof Strategist, and I'm hoping you can tell by now that everything I do here on this channel and in the podcast are designed to help you smash your income goals in roofing sales. And we do that by using the formula, the be, do, say. Be, personal development. Do, doing the right sales activities each and every day. And say, saying the right thing. So welcome, glad to have you here. Click subscribe, share the videos if you find anything insightful that you think someone could benefit from, and welcome to the community. I do read and reply to all of the constructive comments, and I invite them. So thanks for being here. Now, let's get moving. All right, how it works. We're gonna be doing a daily scorecard, and no, this isn't gonna be like I made this many sales and I sent this many letters. I do have all that and some accountability stuff in my program, The Complete Sales Strategy. This is all about optimizing your life and your performance. So I'll be walking you through the rules here in a minute. But first, we're gonna do this daily scorecard. Then we're gonna reflect and journal. Since we're self-scoring and it's self-assessment, this will give you an opportunity to be like, okay, that didn't work so well, I need to make some changes. Number 3, we're gonna review weekly. I'll show you how this all will tally up. At the end of each week, we're gonna have a score. And that score is gonna resemble our performance and our jobs to continually move that needle till our life is optimized and we are naturally in a flow state of performing at our peak without having to do this anymore. Then we're going to, I skipped ahead. We're gonna optimize. We're gonna review it and say, hey, what can I do better? And then we're gonna repeat. I got a little excited. So again, daily scorecard, reflect and journal. This is an optional piece I do recommend. I personally have a daily journaling practice. I haven't missed a day in 330 days, I think, something like that. And then again, that weekly review, we're gonna optimize and repeat. It's gonna be a fun game. We're gonna gamify this, okay. All right, on the screen behind me, and if you're tuning into the podcast, you'll have to hear me walk through it. We have the daily scorecard. On the left, we have each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The totals for each of these will be scored on 1 through 10. The categories go as follows. By the way, these are the categories that I have identified are most important to my life. I pulled them from some of the things Rob Dyrdek shared, some of the stuff I influenced, and then little bits and pieces, specifically the energy column from Brendan Burchard's book called High Performance Habits, I believe it was what it was called. So, first column, sleep. Guys, we can't function without sleeping well. Your cognitive function goes down, stress goes up. This is when mistakes happen. Sleep is the backbone of balance. So, sleep. Next is the morning routine. Everyone has a different morning routine. I am not here to preach that you need to get up at 3 in the morning, okay? I don't. I sleep a reasonable amount and I wake up between 5 and 6 a.m. Some people are up at 4. To me, 5 or 6 is fine. What do? First thing I do is a meditation. Second thing I do is my journaling. Third thing I do is a stretching routine to get some exercise in. And the exercise is not about, I have plenty of exercise in my other life. That stretching routine keeps me moving. We sit a lot in roofing, all right? Then I eat my breakfast with coffee and I'm listening to a podcast or reading a book. That is my routine. Everyone has their own. You got to use what works for you. So sleep, morning routine, then fitness and food. This industry can be taxing on us. We do a lot of drive-through food. We have to have some balance. Even if that workout is a 20-minute weightlifting session, 15-minute jog, whatever it is, we need to have that balance because we need to take care of our bodies in this business, all right? So fitness and food is the next category. Third, goal progress. Now, what do I mean by this? This is your daily progress towards your goal. In my program, The Complete Sales Strategy, you get a custom daily sales plan around your income goal. So you know if I want to make 100,000 or 200,000, I tell you how many sales per week, sales appointments per week, and the sales activities to do that. We must stay focused on keeping our hopper or our pipeline full by building those sales appointments. So goal progress. Did you work towards your goal today? Every single day of your life, we need to be working towards that goal. If we are not, we're not going to make it happen. It is a daily progress of knocking down the domino. Another good book, by the way, The One Thing by Gary Keller, talks about knocking down those dominoes on daily progress towards our goal. So imagine if each and every day you had high energy, which is the next column, focused on your goal progress, but you were balanced through sleep and you were rejuvenated through your morning routine, you're taking care of yourself. Amazing things are going to happen. So again, goal progress on a scale of 1 to 10. Did you do activities to progress towards your goal today? 1 through 10. Next is the energy. This is both your physical and mental energy. I know how it goes. With sleep that's low, physical energy can be low. For example, yesterday in fact, I scored very low in the sleep department. I did not sleep well. My physical energy was tanked all day, but my mental energy somehow was really high. So I didn't score very well in this, but I realized that there was a direct relationship between my energy and my sleep. So I went to bed earlier last night. I had a little bit more time as I woke up early in my morning routine. Great sleep, great morning routine. My energy today is off the charts. I am like super jazzed up. So you see all these relationships balance each other out. And then speaking of relationships, that brings us to our final column, which is relationships. At the end of the day, it's all about people, the people we serve, our family members, our loved ones, our friends, our spouse, our partner, our significant other. If we're not investing in our relationships, it's a two-way street. We need to give. And without this, we don't want to be loners on this planet. We need people in our lives. So we need to be there for them and be present with them when we are there and not tied to our phones and not occupied with work mentally. I've been there. I'm not a saint, okay? So quick summary. Categories: sleep, morning routine, fitness and food, goal progress for the day, energy, and relationship. That's a total of 60 points per day. You will see that each day we're going to track this, and I'm going to walk through those rules here in a second, and then we're going to optimize. So let's go through the rules. Number 1, score yourself on 1 to 10. Be real. This is a qualitative scoring. No one's looking over your shoulder. Be real. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well did you sleep? How good was your morning routine? And by the way, remember, start with whatever morning routine works for you. It could be waking up and reading a chapter of a book while you have coffee. Who cares? Whatever's going to fuel you. All right? Fitness and food. Did you eat well? Did you get some exercise? Goal progress. Did you work towards your goal today? Energy, 1 through 10. Your physical and mental energy combined. And then your relationships. How did they go? Did you spend time with your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, your family, your parents, your friends? all right? And then we're gonna total it up. So you're gonna do this every night after work so you can reflect on the day, okay? Which brings me to number 3, reflect on the why. I just told you I didn't sleep so well, my energy was low. Why? I went to bed too late. I normally go to bed earlier, okay? I had too much caffeine throughout the day. You guys see me drinking coffee all the time. I gotta dial that back. So you'll start to reflect why, oh man, there's a real correlation between my morning routine and my energy, or my sleep routine and my energy, or I'm not making money but my goal progress is low. So you'll start to reflect, oops, wrong way, on the why, and then ask yourself, what could you do better? So as you're going through this, you're scoring it and you say, all right, why was my energy low? Why was my relationship category low? Life is a series of counterbalancing. Thank you, quote by Gary Keller from the book, The One Thing. Total balance is a myth. If we're at work, we're not focusing on family. If we're eating a cheeseburger at a drive-thru, we're not working out. We can't do it all the time. So it's counterbalancing. Our job is to counterbalance as much as we can to find equilibrium. So we're gonna ask ourselves what we could do better, and then we're gonna go to bed visualizing the perfect next day. This process of bringing, as Brandon Bouchard says, bringing joy into our lives and strong visualization to create that will rewire our mind to optimize this performance. So here's your daily scorecard to track it. Fill it out each day. By the way, what I'm doing is making slight notes. So I've got the 1 through 10 and I'll make a note. Like for example, my dog last night was running around barking, drove me nuts. Luna, I have two dogs. I wrote sleep was only a 7. Why? Because the dang dog. So what can I do? I'm gonna get her some exercise so she chills out, which I did this morning. So feel free to make some notes and then total them up. At the end of the week, we're gonna total up the categories to start seeing the weaknesses. Where's the areas we need to improve? Then we can total up the week as a whole and continually optimize week over week. And what will the end result be? Reflection to optimize your performance. Assuming nothing else changes, you will be bringing your best in optimizing your life in all of the key areas that matter most. And I do encourage you, just because these are the categories that mean the most to me, you can edit them if they don't resonate with you. Find the ones that do. Qualitatively reflect. You have the accountability. It's life-changing and inspiring. Now, I encourage you to join the daily challenge right now. www.theroofstrategist.com/challenge. If you feel moved, post your progress and results on Instagram or Facebook. Tag me at The Roof Strategist. I'll repost these things. Encourage you, join you. If you have questions, start the dialogue. This is the hole that's missing in not just our industry, but much of life, much of sales, because it's hard to teach, and we need to develop ourselves personally to grow in all other areas. Even if you have the best sales pitch and you're doing the right thing each and every day, if you're not sleeping well, not taking care of yourself, and have no relationships to fall back on, what's it all for? So join me in the challenge. Go to www.theroofstrategist.com/challenge to get everything on the screen behind me, the slides and the scorecard. Print them out. Do them each night. I'll be sending you some follow-up emails to help you get it done. Remember, results come from doing the doing. You've seen them for yourselves, and I want to hear yours soon. Now, get started right now. If you are already receiving my emails on this download that you'll get, by the way, over at roofstrategist.com/challenge, if you're already getting the emails, it'll be in your inbox. You can click on the top link to get your daily scorecard. All right, same one that was up here. Number 2 is I have a direct link to the Jordan Harbinger podcast with Rob Dyrdek. You can listen to that. You might be as moved as I am. And then if you want to optimize your sales and use the Roofing Sales Success Formula, there's a link there. And I have programs available for both individuals and sales teams, backed by my 30-day money-back guarantee. Rates affordable. You'll make your money back in one sale. But listen, what this episode's about is really optimizing your life. All right? Performance comes by optimizing all the key areas that are going to influence it, and that's balance. Thank you so much for being here. Just because our time's going to wrap up doesn't mean that it has to with you and me right now. So for more, click here to jump into the playlist on goals and motivation, and click here to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I can't wait to have you join me on the daily challenge for your daily scorecard to optimize your life, and I'll see you soon.